YouTube Live.
Welcome to the Prospectors Radio Show, the talk show for our community. Please welcome Rich Cooley, Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton, Kathleen Biffle, and your host, Tim Grimes.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another edition of Prospectors Radio. I'm your host, Tim Grimes. Sorry, I'm reading something up in the corner. What is that? Something new. All right, joining me tonight, as always, we got Rich Cooley's here, Scott Swiftwater Tony, and
a bottle of rum.
Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton. What's going on, you guys?
Not much.
It's Sunday.
I think a storm is brewing.
Uh-huh.
You guys are about ready to get that stuff, huh?
Something's coming.
Yeah, about ready to get a storm here in PA.
Here too.
Well, they say it's a hurricane.
No, it ain't no hurt. Not here.
You're getting the off branches of hurricane if it's going through Louisiana, going through North Carolina. Come on.
Getting some rain.
Where do you think?
It's October. It's Ohio and Pennsylvania. We always get rain.
Yeah, because of hurricanes.
No, because we live in the east along the lakes. And we get rain in October. And it sucks. It's cold rain too. Usually, always. I hate it. I hate it. But we can't all be like Scott, nice and toasty warm.
Hey, actually, today I just woke up this morning. I had to wear a long sleeve shirt.
Oh,
Like 85, and it was cold as heck.
85 is not cold.
It is when you're used to 116.
Yeah, maybe when you're used to 116, it might be. But
I was like, woo, man.
85 would be nice, you know?
You think so? I know.
Yeah, it would be. I'd take it. You know? It definitely would. That'd be sweet. Oh, so what else is that, Scott? Did you get out and do some testing?
Yeah, I got out this morning, went back to where me and Mike did the video at, and I ran a good, I don't know, probably good 15, 20 buckets through the dry washer. I got a broken fan in my dry washer, but I don't think it might be causing the vibrations to go wrong. But I didn't get nearly what I thought I was going to get out of it. It just, I'm putting new guts in my dry washer now. I got the bottom of it set here. I got to change the fan out and stuff, and I put my weight. They had the weight all the way out on the end. I don't like that.
Right.
People like that. I notice it always shakes the damn rocks over and it comes out the other end. I like it to have the little vibrations.
Okay.
Like an actual freaking, an actual vibrating piece of machinery.
Right.
This one it vibrates, but it's just too wobbly. I don't like it.
Oh.
So I put my weight. What's that?
So you say you had it set up wrong?
Well, it's like when it comes from the factory, the weight's all the way out on the end.
Okay.
I like the weight to be pushed inside
Right.
as far
you
as
should have already checked that and should have known that. Ain't you supposed to check your equipment?
Well, yeah.
Is that what we teach you, Scott?
That's what I thought we taught him.
I'm just saying I don't like the bigger vibration. I like the smaller.
Right,
vibration.
but you should have already had that fixed.
Didn't have the tools.
That's your test puffer?
No, that's not the test buffer.
That's
It's just the fan. It's the fan inside my 151. There was one day I took the thing off of it while it was still running, and a rock fell down in there and went ping and hit the fan and broke two of the blades off.
Right.
So I think with the two blades broke off and on that weight all the way at the end, it's throwing the weight of the dry washer totally off.
Right. So
you're going to rerun that material to get it fixed?
I don't know. Balance.
Well, the thing is Rich, there's a tier that goes up off the creek, and then that tier I'm standing on, there's another tier of sand and stuff. That's what I was digging in. So what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to come back off that top tier and get back into the bottom tier and see if I can get anything a little bit deeper.
Well, I would be rerunning that material too to see if first, and then do a clean out to see if that had any effect on anything.
Yeah.
That way you know.
Right. See?
Before you dig into the other stuff. And that way you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I see your point. I know what you're saying.
So are you gonna rerun all that material, Scott, once you get everything fixed?
I mean, I might throw some stuff. I don't know. Like I said, it should have caught at
Probably
least.
not.
It should have caught more than what it did. Even running bad. It should have got more. Like I said, out of 15, 20 buckets, I got like 3 flakes. I'm like, that's not.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Right.
I don't know.
I don't either.
No.
Well, this claim, I'm telling you, it's been pretty freaking rough. I'm telling you that.
Just when you think you're on it, you're not.
Yeah, I know. It's just my tests go one way. I pull the 151 down there, and it's just like, what? Where did it go? What the hell just happened?
Right.
It's pretty frustrating, actually.
Gotcha.
You know, you almost have to have a big operation to even be able to see, you know, some gold, let alone, you know, when you're only doing like 25 buckets or whatever like that, you know, your chances, you almost have to be on it to have it.
Yeah, you think that's true. That's true.
You would think that, yeah.
The only place, like I said, I got 2 places out of all the ones I tested that I still think have gold, but one of them is like super rocky, and geez, Christmas. It just takes a lot to even classify it.
A lot of hard work, yeah.
And then I got another spot that, I don't know, I probably got about 4 or 5 pickers out of it. And we probably run about 25 buckets in 2 days out of that pile.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think that's
in some funds.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back. I think that's where I'm gonna go back, is to where I was getting those pickers, and then probably, you know, eat the pile that's sitting there and then go down below it.
Uh-huh.
Whatever's below that pile never got dug either.
Oh, wow. That's strange. You know?
Well, I'm sitting here competing with guys that's been down there with backhoes and didn't know what the hell they were doing in the first place.
right.
So they got freaking dig holes here, there, piles here, there. It's just hard to tell where the hell they've been and what the heck they're doing.
Oh, I see.
And so, I mean, it's upsetting sometimes. I mean, it is, because you see just great ground with river rock in it and perfect lines. You're like, man, there's got to be the golds in there. You know, you're on the inside bin.
All
You
right.
get in it.
Like me would walk out there and I wouldn't even know where the heck to go besides inside bends or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, all this is an
to look at. I don't know what, you know, what's an old riverbed and what's not, you know, just looking at the hillside with all the cactuses and all that, you know. I mean, you could distinguish where the washes and stuff were, but other than that, you know, without doing it all the time, you wouldn't know where to try to look for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it looks like a bomb site down on these claims.
Uh-huh. Pretty cool, though.
But it's like I said, it's just frustrating. It's just been,
It'll
you know,
get-
I've been here cooking my ass off for how many months trying to, you know, figure out where the gold is down there.
Uh-huh.
And it's just when you're doing your stuff by hand, either that or it might just be dry washing. Maybe the stuff, if it's ran wet, will maybe produce a lot better
Mm-hmm.
because it gets broke down a lot better. I don't know, but
Maybe.
How come you're not running water yet?
there ain't no water here, buddy.
I thought you had one spot that actually had like a little pool of water somewhere.
Yeah.
No, there's not even a pool of water down here.
Really?
No, there's nothing.
Man, that sucks, Scott.
Well, you have water on your clean. You were saying where you're at right now, you don't.
Yeah, in the winter,
Shit.
like after snows and rains and everything.
Hmm.
But right now, like you have 75% of the year, it's dry.
But all that time you was trying to drive your 4-wheeler up the creek, you couldn't because there was too much water.
Yeah, that was last year.
But right now, there's no water.
But now
Yeah.
there's
No, it's dry as a bone.
okay.
Like I said, when we start getting the snow melt, like up at Crown King and Prescott, when they up the hills, when they got all the snow and it rains,
Uh-huh.
once we get flash flood and then the snow starts melting, the water just keeps running after that.
Right.
Oh,
But until
how dry is a bone?
pretty brittle.
I don't know. I mean, most bones, you know, when you snap them open, they're kind of moist.
Yeah, they usually are moist. I'm dry as a bone. I just, you know, if you could clarify that.
What bones you guys? What kind of dead animal bones you guys been picking up, getting soft marrow out of the inside of?
Dry as a bone. Riddle me this, Scott. How dry is?
The bone.
Depends on how long the bone's been sitting.
Oh, come on! I want better than that. How dry is a bone?
An answer.
Scott,
Well,
and you must answer in the form of a question. How dry is a bone.
Oh, if a bone was counted as a fart, it'd be a dusty one.
All right.
What is an animal with no water for months?
Try its bone.
As a bone.
Thank you for answering that question for me. I was curious.
No, I mean, you can get dirt right now 4 and 5 feet deep, and it's still like, it's not even seeing a drop of water for I don't know how long.
It ain't even moist dirt that deep.
No, not even no change. It's all dry.
That ain't right. You know, that ain't right off 4 or 5 foot deep.
What do you think? You'd have some kind of moisture in there, wouldn't you?
You would think it'd be kind
I mean, the trees and the cactus got to be living off something.
Yeah.
I haven't found it yet, but they're living off something out there.
getting that moisture from somewhere.
What
Right?
the hell?
What?
Yeah.
Dry as a bone.
Dry as a bone, baby.
Okay, it's dry as a popcorn fart. How about that one?
That's dry. And so we got dry as a bone, so it's moist as what? They got one for moist or wet as, or dry or moist as.
Well, there ain't no moist out here. You can say moist as a night crawler, but it ain't out here.
Moist as a night crawler.
Hey, that's a good one. Moist.
Night crawlers probably are pretty moist.
You think?
Yep. They might be on a good night.
Yeah, I'm just. I don't want to, man. I don't want to go down in the creek. I just know that that's not where the gold is on Black Canyon Creek.
On Black Canyon Creek, the gold ain't in the creek.
No, it's all in the higher stuff, man. It's just from Bumblebee clear down to where I'm at. That's where we've tested every time. It's never in the creek.
It's never in the creek. How come it don't get in the creek? You think it would wash down there?
Well, I mean, you can get gold out from new gold, but you ain't gonna find it the way you should. You know.
I got you.
I'm looking for the big sections.
You're looking for the glory hole.
Glory.
That's what you're looking for, ain't you, Scott?
I'm just looking for actually the streak itself, in which they've mined some of it out. I could tell, but when I try to go off of what they mined, it frickin' dies.
But that's weird, right?
Yeah, I see. But the good thing is you'll get everything fixed, and before you know it, you'll be right back in the saddle, buddy.
Oh,
well, I'm just getting worried because my season starts at the end of this month, and I got it's half a month left.
Well,
and I've been here for.
You got plenty of time, buddy. I guarantee you'll have a rocking and rolling before.
You got a half month left. Ain't it?
Yeah.
Ain't it getting cooler there?
It's just starting to drop.
So why do you only got a half month left?
Well, a half month is when my season usually starts. Is when I come up here. Is the last of October.
But you got all kinds of time left, right?
Well, I got till April, late April.
Got all kinds of time left. Lots of time. You'll find that
comes before then.
Yeah, you'll find that glory hole.
Yeah, we hope.
You will. You'll get on it. No worries, Scott. We have faith in you.
Be rocking and rolling before it's said and done with.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Yeah.
And this year, I don't know if I'll be able to dry land dredge or not because it's hard to get your. I mean, if I got all my machinery out on my claim and I got it hid, I could take a pair of waders and get across the creek and then start running. But if it's not already out there before it floods, I'm screwed again for a week. So
right,
that sucks. Yeah. So it will start flooding eventually, right?
Yeah, eventually it will.
When do you guys get water and stuff like that in the creeks where you can like run a high bank or something? What month are you usually looking at?
Usually around late December.
So then you'll start getting some water where you can use a high banker or something like that.
But see, this year we haven't had any monsoons. Except for a couple, and they flash flooded and they were gone that quick.
Okay.
And right now, you guys are getting extremely an early and wet winter is what we're calling it out east. Wet. So when that kind of happens, that means it's going to be dry here a lot longer in the year. So if we don't have the snowfall up north and then a good rain to start it out, we won't keep water here.
Yeah.
It'll go through, leave mud, and it'll be gone.
Well, hopefully you got some that sticks around.
Yeah, really.
You
Like I
know?
said, I got to time it right to get my machinery and stuff out there before it rains.
Right.
The only bad thing is if you leave your machinery out there for too long, the freaking mice will eat your dang mats, your rugs, your carpets, your whatever. They'll eat whatever they can take out of it.
Is it like the cheese hats too?
Problem. They would love that cheese hat. They definitely would, wouldn't they, Rich?
Yeah.
Maybe so.
He needs to take a little mouse and
Oh Lord.
The cheese head.
Now we see how Dennis used to get his haircut when he was a kid.
Is that a cat?
You just put it level with the glasses and cut all the way around.
Wait, it's a pig, ain't it? Is that a
Yeah.
pig?
Get oinker.
I like that one. Mercy.
But this is about the first time that I've been really kind of worried in probably 10 years.
Oh,
So
I don't know why you're worried. You got time. You got plenty of time.
because every place I know where there's supposed to be gold, it's not there.
I know. But you will find it. You will. Right?
And we'll see.
Yeah.
You will. Can't think negative. Think positive. You got this, Scott.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
got it.
We have faith in you. So don't worry.
Yeah, I know. As soon as that season starts, you'll be out there going, especially picking up them claims.
Oh yeah, he'll be rolling.
Well, I've got a guy coming down from Colorado. Was it Colorado? Yeah, he's coming down from Colorado the 15th, which
Mhm.
is 12, 30, 40, 50. It's this week he'll be down here, and I think he's going to buy one of them.
Oh, that's cool. So you can get
Which I'm testing on all of them to try to find out which ones I want to keep and what I want to sell.
Uh-huh.
But like I said, the gold one or the flame one's got good gold over on the high benches. I mean, you can just see it in the wall, all the river rock and stuff. And it's got an inside bend on it. But it's so rocky and deep. Good God, to get the bedrock would be a pain in the derriere.
Now
Unless you had a dredge out there, you'd do good.
well, see,
Right.
you got a big old dredge.
Yeah,
Yeah, no water.
but you got two dredges, don't you, Scott?
Yeah, I got like I said, I got a 3-inch high banker dredge combo from H&B, H&B Mining out of California. And that's why they're my sponsors. He helped me on that box last year and stuff like that. And he was my sponsor last year too because of nozzles, dryland nozzles that we use all the time.
Oh yeah.
So
because of that, what you were talking about, I know I bought 3 of them, the dryland nozzles, because you get doing that, and I got 3 other people that bought those dryland nozzles from them because
they work.
Oh my gosh, you're not kidding! They work. I love them.
Yeah.
I won't go back to regular nozzle.
And they don't break down in a month neither.
No.
And I'm not saying anybody's names, but I got pictures of the nozzle that I ate it up in a month. And I'm like, are they using cheap China exhaust pipe or something? I don't know. But I won't buy those nozzles anymore.
Yeah, it makes a world of difference.
What sizes are the nozzles? Like 2.5, 3 inches, or what?
Well, he could go 2, 3, 4. I think he goes clear up to 6 or 8.
Yeah, he's got 2, 2.5, 3, 4 that I know of.
Hey.
I love them, man. I won't go back to regular nozzle. There's just no way I can. I mean, you got a dry line dredge nozzle. You know how people, when they're in a creek, they're like you got a nice gravel bar and you're wanting to get into that gravel bar because you shoveled it, you shoveled in the center of it and started finding some nice color. So what do? You got a dredge or a high banker, you start at the very edge and try to work your way in.
Yep.
Well, with a dry line dredge nozzle, you could start right in the center. You don't have to dig, just boom, right there. There you go.
That'd be cool, I guess. It makes
a difference.
I've never tried one, so
But we use, like I said, we'll use the dry land dredge nozzle when we have to. But other than that, if we're down here, we more or less got a motor that's pumping into the high maker itself, like a dredge high maker combo. And then we got another motor that I'm sitting there blowing water into it. So I'm using it to eradicate the rocks and stuff like that, and then to get this other stuff out.
All right.
Mardi Gras a little early this year, buddy, or a little late?
Hey, it goes with tonight's Cooley's Corner on Louisiana.
Yeah,
right?
I guess so, right?
Halloween spirit.
That's right. Mardi Gras.
Costumes early.
Dennis, where's your Mardi Gras beads?
Waiting for the dresses and skirts next.
He needs help.
I'm serious. So
1-800 Dennis.
All right. How about them gold prices?
How about them gold prices?
How about 'em?
I hear it.
Hang on a second. There we go. All right. We got the gold prices today, which really don't matter to me because I ain't got damn gold anyway. But anyway, here we go. we got gold coming in at a beautiful, because it went up $1,930. $1,930 for gold. Went up 36.70 bucks.
Okay.
So that's pretty good price on that. At least it's staying around the 1900. That's where I wanted it to be at.
True.
So we got our silver coming in at $25. That's up actually $1.28.
Oh, nice. It did make it to 25.
Yeah, it's 25. Actually, 25.12 is the bid, and the ask is 25.22. So we got platinum coming in at $885, which was really funny because that actually went up 27 bucks because platinum usually hasn't been doing much of anything.
Right.
So, but it's went up, and then we got palladium ringing out at 2,351 bucks, and that's actually up $73. Palladium.
That's a good one. That's up.
So, and then we got rhodium coming in at Jiminy Christmas. I don't understand it why, but
Talk to me.
The bid is 10,400, but the asking price is 12,400.
It came down then.
Which it says it hasn't moved. It says it's unch.
It dropped since Wednesday.
Well, it says unch on here on Friday.
Well, maybe on Friday it didn't move, but on Wednesday it was 13 something.
Yeah, it's the asking price is 12,400.
Wow.
But your bid is 10,400. So that's $2,000 range right there, folks. I don't understand that, but that's a big range.
That
means that, I guess, if you're into rhodium, that's a pretty volatile metal to be betting with.
Don't play around.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it doesn't play around. But
rhodium.
World spot price, Asia, Europe, New York markets, which Europe, Australia, and Asia, they're already trading right now. And believe it or not, gold's at 1931 for them, up 50, 25, 24, up 12 for silver. And then we got platinum and palladium's already down $5 and $1 for palladium's run down $1 already down, and platinum's already $5 down. And rhodium hasn't moved. So they're trading already, but we don't know what's going to be until tomorrow for the New York Stock Exchange to open.
Interesting. We shall see. See Wednesday, whatever everything's done from today till then. Very cool, Scott. Now, Rich, you got birthdays, don't you? Is Dennis singing?
Oh, I'm singing.
Got a special hat to sing with, Dennis?
We got a Louisiana special happy birthday.
A Louisiana special. Oh, that's the one.
Okay. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Oh my God. He lost it, Rich.
Yeah. Told you he had his Halloween costume on. right, everybody. We got birthdays for October 11th, 2020. And the following is Big 1011 Guy, Big P, Bill Cunningham, Dan Fleming, Hannah Beth Merritt, Jack Ades, Jason Lovern, Lester Story, Pipe Mike, Rob Woodhouse, and Scott Page. Tomorrow birthdays, we have Charles H. Cochran, DF, Dave Santini, Gary Hare, Jason Smith, Josh Gilman, Judy Knox, Kevin Wallace, and Kid.
Okay.
And we're going to go with,
Who you picking?
I'm going to pick Hannah Beth Merritt.
Okay.
All right, hold on. All right. Boy, it's really hard to see. What type of prospecting? All. She's got everything in purple. Do you belong to any clubs? No. How did you find the site? Daniel Merritt. Who referred you to the site? Daniel Merritt. What kind of equipment do you use? Pan.
He's going to say anything Daniel Merritt's got.
That's what I was thinking. Daniel Merrick's.
Looks like it goes to 2015 of June.
Oh, wow. Okay. And then on the next day, tomorrow's due Judy Knox. That name sounds familiar for some reason.
That's what I was going to say.
Is that Donald Knox's wife or something, maybe?
I was wondering that.
Okay. We'll do her then. Got the same last name. So why not? Why not?
It's loading.
It's loading. Dun, dun, dun.
It looks like likes to do gold prospecting, does not belong to any clubs. How'd you find the site? Searching on the web. Who referred you? No one.
Maybe.
Kind of equipment do you use? Pan sluice box, metal detector, wishing for a dredge, or eye banker? This female from Kalispell, Montana.
Ain't Donald's wife. Right. Okay. Interesting. All right.
Excuse me. Tonight,
And
we'll
if any
do
of you guys-
Cooley's Corner on Louisiana.
Yeah, if any of you guys know anybody about their had birthdays, hey, mention to them that we mentioned their names on here, so they'll start listening.
We have some local events, and there's a big one coming up. And
We got-
thanks to Thomas Pennyweight Folks, there's a lot of stuff going on at this outing here, October 17th, which starts next week.
Uh-huh.
He has a full plate, and he put the posts on there. There's actually 3 or 4 different events that is going to be happening that weekend. And you'll have to click on them, but I'll try to click on some of the main ones here as soon as this thing quits loading. He has them in our events section. There's 4 different events in there that's scheduled for like the 17th and 18th.
Right.
So dates and times: Saturday, October 17th, 2020. Registration opens at 8:30 a.m. The hunt begins at 10 a.m. Hunt location is in Kirkland, Indiana. That gives the address. Registration information. They have a registration fee. Now until Friday, October 22nd. At midnight, it'll be $25. Saturday, October 3rd, 2020, until the start of the hunt is $35.
Uh-huh.
This fee is to help cover the cost of the silver coins that have been added to the hunt area. Registration fee is due at the time of registration.
Right.
They accept credit cards over the phone, or they can invoice you through PayPal or Square payments.
PayPal or Square.
Yeah, you can pay by PayPal or Square payments, whatever that is.
It's like just a payment thing, credit card thing.
Well, the registration contact information is Deborah Smith. Made the phone number and email address. The seeded hunt targets are going to be copper weed pennies, steel weed pennies, Indian head pennies, buffalo nickels, Liberty V nickels, 90% silver dimes, 90% silver quarters, 40% silver half dollars, 35% silver worn nickels, tokens, foreign coins, U.S. Eagle gold coin, piece silver dollar, Morgan silver dollar, Flying Eagle Scents, Silver Bars. Schedule of events starting off at 8:30 a.m. Registration, and it opens breakfast. And yeah, breakfast will be available. 10 o'clock, the hunt begins. 12 o'clock, hunt concludes. Lunchtime will be served. 6 o'clock p.m. Detector event raffle.
Uh-huh.
All the gold prospecting event to anyone that would like to participate and learn about gold prospecting. All seeded targets will be between 2 and 6 inches. Some of the targets will be on their side. Some will be on flat. They have used this field before, so there's going to be other stuff still remaining there from previous hunts.
Okay.
They're also going to have a trick or treat thing there also. Like I said, you'll have to look at the events. There's 4 different events posted there with different things for each event. So,
Interesting. That'll be cool. That's a fun event.
like I said, that's in Kirkland, Indiana.
Kirkland, Indiana.
So if you want to do the metal detector hunt, you'll have to pay that registration fee. If you're just going to go to enjoy the other stuff going on there, you'll have to look up that information there.
Right.
It should be a fun one.
It will be. That'll be a fun event.
Well, I mean, if Thomas is putting a lot of stuff into it, he's gonna have fun with it. Thomas is the guy. He likes to have fun.
Oh yeah. Yep, without a doubt. So that's cool. That's some pretty cool stuff happening there. You know, it's right in almost in Dennis's backyard.
Yeah.
It pretty much is.
It's right there, right?
He don't live too far from me.
See, that's cool. That is coolness.
I like the night, the night hunts. They were always good.
Yeah.
Oh, I love night hunts.
That's the fun ones. That's just different. You know?
Night hunts.
Yeah. Night hunt.
Yes.
Haven't you ever done one, Scott?
No, I'm not crazy enough to walk out in the middle of the desert with a flashlight in the middle of the night.
Why not?
You never know what you're going to trip over.
Well, these are a lot different. I mean, these are controlled areas and,
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think there's mountain lions crawling around Kirkland. You're pretty safe.
yeah, we're real safe.
Or Javelina.
You never know.
Never-
Could
hey,
be. Meow. There could be a big old cat out there.
well, I guess they spotted a few bobcats around here in Indiana here recently. So
Hey,
Oh, there's bobcats all over there.
we'll see. Bobcats. Bobcats.
yeah,
Funny, they sound like an old lady screaming in the night. They don't sound anything like a cat. It's for dang sure.
How do they sound?
Like an old lady screaming.
Do it again, just so I know what they sound like if I ever hear
That's
one.
all right. Heard it the first time.
I did not hear it. This is like a social awareness thing. That way people know what one sounds like.
yeah.
No, I can't make the sound. It sounds like an old lady screaming.
Well, you just did it. Do it again.
It's as close as I can get to it.
That sounded good. So,
But it's like I said, it sounds like somebody really like just full blast yelling out in the middle of the night. I remember the first one I heard, I was turkey hunting up in Indiana.
So
I was like,
it's
what?
actually louder than that.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
loud.
they're loud.
How loud?
They loud.
How loud?
It sounds like an old lady screaming.
How loud?
Dang, you're out in the middle of nowhere. Scream out there. Ain't no one gonna say nothing.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not screaming. Hang it up.
Well, you're not. You're doing a bobcat imitation.
Now, like I said, just picture a woman screaming. That's what it'll sound like.
Well, okay.
And don't get it messed up with two of them mating, because that sounds totally different.
What's that sound like?
I don't know, but I don't want to hear.
Oh, well, you obviously know. You said it.
It sounds like two old ladies screaming.
All right, I'll buy that one. And they ain't screaming bingo either.
No, yeah, they're like I said, bobcats are louder than coyotes or anything I ever heard in the woods.
Interesting.
Hmm.
I just,
For
really,
Something that's supposed to be so sneaky.
I like when we do these public service announcements to help the people out. That's
Yeah,
all.
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
It's just
Especially someone traveling out somewhere to Arizona. If they
Yeah.
were to, I mean, if they were to hear that noise, Of course, they don't know what it sounds like now because Scott won't do it. But
I would have not
the
know what.
noise that Scott's claiming.
Have you ever heard a old lady scream, Dennis?
No.
Not at night in the
Oh,
woods.
you're so full of crap right now. I can smell you from Arizona.
Not at night in the woods.
Sorry, dude, I haven't.
It sounds like a woman scream.
I've never got one mad enough at me.
Oh, this guy's fishing hard.
I haven't. I'm being honest. I really haven't.
Come on, Scott, you got to bite. Oh, come on.
Well, like I'm sitting here like Dennis has never watched a YouTube video in his life.
I'm just saying.
I've never made it a point to type in old lady screaming on YouTube. Sorry.
In the middle
Well, I'll tell you what, if you go out here like a mountain lion, it doesn't make the same sound. It sounds like a bird.
Mm-hmm.
what the heck's it sound?
Sounds like a bird, man.
Well,
I think he's full of it now. He's just saying all these things. Sounds like this. Sounds like this.
sounds like a bird.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to look this up anytime on YouTube, go right ahead. You'll see.
Ain't the same.
Yeah, I heard a mountain lion the other day on Facebook.
What's it sound like, Rich? See, Rich did it. Thank you, Rich.
Yeah,
That doesn't sound like a bird. Scott said it sounds like a bird.
I don't know. He does something sounds like something. I don't know. Whatever.
See, do it, Scott. Rich did it. What's your imitation of it, Scott? Help me here.
Goes.
That
Yeah, there you go.
what?
Do it again.
It really does.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it again, Scott. I can't do it. I can't whistle. So
I got to whistle through my teeth to get it to sound like that, though.
I can't whistle. Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Wow,
I think it's a bird, but it's not. It's like,
that's a sneaky rascal.
Yeah, tell me about it, dude.
I'm telling you,
I hear-
someone in.
I hear birds I've never heard before. Now I look around. I'm like, okay, I know there's something going on.
It's just a bird. That
Yeah,
bird.
I heard that the other day. I was like, oh crap, I never heard that before in the woods. Thank God.
Bird.
Yeah. Mountain like I said, mountain lions. There's something. They're weird about them.
Of a video camera, and
Wow.
it started making that noise. So
I'll be
Mountain
done.
lions are weird,
How big are mountain lions?
they're big.
man. There's some that are freaking pretty gosh darn good, big size.
How much?
Like I'm talking, they could go. Well, you know how big Shad is, right?
Huh?
We had neighbors who used to have mountain lions because they used to be at a petting zoo, but they put a big thing in their barn and they took care. This thing on a 6-foot guy could put his legs over your shoulders and look you face to face.
There's been some of them, the mountain lions that have been killed, and the guys are trying to grab a hold of the mountain lion to try to pick it up off the ground, and they can't because it's just so heavy, so long.
Wow. That's a big cat.
They're big.
Yep. So
Yeah, just think of the claws and the teeth.
Yeah, they're massive.
yeah, eat you, right?
Oh my!
Well, I mean, if they're hungry, buddy, they'll get you.
Dang.
I mean,
Wow,
you picture-
that's like they do a lot of the people go biking, out in Arizona,
All right.
yeah,
and trails and stuff where you got the high rocks. The mountain lions get up on them rocks and they can pounce on you when you go by.
yeah, they're like, oh look, something's moving quick, jump on
It's a mouse on wheels.
it. And their feet and claws are just they're something.
And they're powerful too. They're it's
Interesting.
all muscle.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, this is what's bad, Rich. You got an animal, number one, that's as big as you, that can jump off a rock 12 feet on top of your head. And the first thing it's thinking is put the claws in and grab your neck with its teeth. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you're in a chokehold, you're going to be fighting, but how good are you going to be fighting? Because he's going to be trying to drag you at the same time.
That-
Mhm.
That's craziness. That is craziness.
I think I'd rather take on a pack of wolves.
Yeah.
At least I know if I bang the one that leads the whole pack, the other one's going to be thinking about it.
I'm with you. Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know. Good to know, though. Good information, I think. So what I think we should do right now, if I'm not forgetting nothing, just take a quick break, come back with some Cooley's Corner, some lost treasure. What do you guys think? Sound,
I'll tell you what, the only cool thing out here is a rattlesnake. You can hear them 5 feet away.
What do they sound like?
Rattle.
I got baby rattle.
Rattle don't help me. Make the sound, Scott. Okay.
That's as good as it gets.
That works. I'm in.
There you go.
All right. We'll be right back, everybody.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their miners' legal fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com.
In 1858, gold was discovered in the rivers of New Caledonia. This discovery would spark a massive gold rush. Today, the search for gold is much easier, yet still challenging with Dirt Hog Pay Dirt. At Dirt Hog, we pride ourselves on our gold and guaranteed gold amounts. Just visit DirtHogPayDirt.com today and buy yourself a bag of the best pay dirt concentrates on the market. Order with confidence in Canada and North America. DirtHogPayDirt.com, the best gold concentrates on the market, period. Also, be sure to check out our Honest Bonus program.
If you're interested in gold prospecting or treasure hunting as a career, hobby, passion, or just something you're interested in getting into, you have to visit goldprospectorspace.com. At goldprospectorspace.com, you'll find forums, chats, videos, blogs, sections on dry washing, metal detecting, high banking, and so much more. At goldprospectorspace.com. There's a store, classifieds, and at goldprospectorspace.com every Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern Time, tune in to Prospectors Radio, the talk show for gold prospectors and treasure hunters. GoldProspectorspace.com is a social network with thousands of members, and everything you need is at GoldProspectorspace.com. Sign up today and get connected to others who share your love of gold and gold prospecting. Let the treasure hunt begin at GoldProspectorspace.com. GoldProspectorspace.com.
Welcome to Cooley's Corner. Join Rich Cooley as he talks about equipment, new products, and so much more for all us prospectors and treasure hunters. Here's Rich.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Cooley's Corner. Tonight, we're going to talk about gold in Louisiana.
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 I got a question for you there, Dennis.
What's that?
When are you going to open those gold dirt bags?
I don't know.
I watch it every week, and I'm like, bonus bag. Bonus
He's got
bag.
so much pay dirt he can't even do it.
Maybe he gets a new bag every week, Rich.
Dirt hog, yeah. Oh.
I don't know.
I love-
Whenever I get to where I have nothing else to do, then I'm gonna
Well, yeah, I figured it's probably going to be a winter project, right?
Yeah.
Garage miners.
Video.
Hey, that's the best garage mining there is. Right
Oh,
there,
yeah.
I'm telling you.
All right. Gold prospecting in Louisiana. Basically, I got two. There's not really much, so I got two different articles I'm going to read.
Uh-huh.
Gold prospecting in Louisiana is fairly unproductive. Small amounts of placer gold can be recovered, but nearly all the gold is recovered will be extremely fine flour gold. That seems to be a scenario with every daggone state I've been doing here recently. Gold has not been found in quantities to interest commercial endeavors, but small-scale gold prospectors can find a bit of gold if they are persistent. Most of the documented gold discoveries in Louisiana is in the central part of the state. Check out the creeks around Natchitoches. There are reports of fine flour gold and be found in abandoned gravel pits in the Catahoula Parish. One of the better known areas to find gold in the west, near the town of Jenna and Hemps Creek. Due to the low concentrations of gold present in this area, it will probably be best to use some of the larger equipment such as sluice boxes, high bankers, or even a dredge to help you process the larger amounts of potential gold-bearing gravel. Panning will recover gold, but will limit the amount of material that you can process at the time. Just be careful that your equipment is set to the maximum efficiency and retain as fine of the gold as possible. Don't expect to find large gold nuggets, even though picker-sized gold can be found. Almost all reports of the gold in Louisiana say the recovers are extremely fine. So don't count on finding a lot of pickers.
Gotcha.
There is an active GPAA club in central Louisiana. Anyone interested in gold prospecting in the state can be encouraged to contact the local clubs. They're really helpful for beginners to get started off on the right foot. Although no placer gold, there is actually quite a bit of gold in Louisiana that is believed to be scattered on the beaches. Shallow estuaries. I don't know what that is. Estuaries. Shallow estuaries.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that one.
I don't either. And rivers near the Gulf of Mexico. Left behind the many pirate ships that once ventured through the area, it was common for ships to stay near the coastline, using natural landmarks to navigate their way. Bad storms and hurricanes hit more than a few of these ships, breaking apart their hulls, shattering their plungers. Often this was gold and silver coins along with other valuable relics. Much of this is still waiting to be found by the treasure hunters. So don't just limit your search for gold to place your gold in the rivers and streams. Louisiana treasures are abundant. You just have to know where to look.
See,
and the other article is kind of long, but I'll read through some of it.
go ahead.
February 1882, R.C. Cameron reported evidence of placer mining for gold in Rocky Bayou and Bayou Dario. He was ridiculed and scuffed at, so he sent some samples of the creek bottom sands to New Orleans, and the assayers, Claxton and Lynch, reported that the sounds of these creek bottoms would yield per ton $19.80 in silver ore and $179.84 in gold. This was in 1882.
Wow.
In April 1887, Adored Gillard took 150 workers in the area and made a number of excavations. The project was successful as finding gold and silver, but it was not profitable. The project was abandoned. Don Joe's Fernando Garcias de Lorado was a merchant and a blacksmith at Rubella, a village near the junction of Rio Salado and the Rio Grande of Mexico. Garcias was a follower of Castillo and Jose Maria Morales, who were encouragedly and revolt among the peons and the pezzos, whatever that is. Oh, it says they're half-breeds.
What?
To overthrow the government of Mexico.
Peons and the pesos?
Confusing.
Bunch of Spanish words there.
Anyway.
What was the names again?
Peons and pesos. That's
Yeah.
what you said, right, Rich?
Peons and mestizoes.
Oh, I think
Mestizoes. Peons and mestizoes, which are half-breeds. Whatever. Anyway, a deserter in the Mexican Royalist Army and 10 others of the left Revilla, they left with $30,000 in Mexican gold, with which they were to finance a filibustering expedition to Texas. The men were pursued by the Mexican Royalist militia as far as La Ville du Bayou. There are several confusing reports that the gold was taken by the Royalist troops and squandered by them. Cortez stated that the facts, but Menchaca stated that the gold was lost to the bandits, while Cortez was on his way overland to Nachos. I don't know. That's a confusing story. So evidently there's a bunch of relics and some other stuff, which I don't want to get into this stuff too far in case Dennis already has lost treasures on it.
Right.
Oh, I got some lost treasure, but go ahead, Rich.
In March 1887, a number of Indian relics, such as flints, pottery, etc., was unearthed on the main street of Colfax by Lindsay, who was going to excavating a ditch. Among the old Creoles and their slaves, a belief existed that a Spanish treasure was buried in Indian Hill, 2 miles east of the present town of Colfax, and another hill 3 miles north of the town. R.C. Cameron, who gave the subject some attention, writes in February of 1887 that indications of old placer mines existed here in the waters of Rocky Bayou and Bayou Dario, which I already covered that. So
yeah, I can say I don't think I even had that on my lost treasures anyway. So it
gold has been and still be found in Louisiana. The creek beds around Jenna and Nachihichos have produced the gold. That's basically about it for Louisiana.
Rich, do they show any kind of map? I mean, is these creeks like over towards Texas, or are they high part of Louisiana?
No, they just basically said it was in central Louisiana.
Central Louisiana. Okay.
Is what the other article said. Let me go back and see if I can find it.
Anything?
In a central part of the state. Yep. Wherever that is.
Well, I can honestly say when I lived in Louisiana, I never prospected one bit. So.
Oh, really?
I tell you what, I mean, I never really thought about Louisiana, but I tell you what, being the coastline with all the beaches and all that stuff there, buddy, that'd probably be heaven because, you get all them storms and like they said, all those ships and stuff.
Yeah.
Winds and everything can wash up on those beaches. So, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Metal detecting would have been pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
That pirate hangout right there.
I'm sure people hit them beaches all the time, but those beaches are so big that, it can happen anywhere,
Right.
There's a lot of coastline.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I mean, it could just come right out to the edge of the water, but then it could be way up on the shoreline too, depending.
And then there's also what do they call those? Like where they got like sand mounds will be like way off but there's the high part out in the water.
I know some of the beaches and stuff, they scrape the stuff and take it out, but then some of the stuff they bring sand in from other areas. So I mean, you could be getting sand from another area and stuff could be deposited there and you don't know that.
Right.
True that. Interesting. That's cool. Yeah, I would think that's super pirate heaven there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd definitely be interesting.
Yeah. I think if I went there, I'd just metal detect. I wouldn't even go like, panning or nothing like that. Just go straight for the beaches.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That in Florida.
Yeah. Agreed. Agreed, Scott.
I reckon North Carolina would be good for gold. We all know that.
Right.
But I bet, over along the beaches would be, because that would be coming from the other way. You'd probably hit around North Carolina, probably a little bit past, say, New York City somewhere. That could be ports all the way up and down there, or places where people hid.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, sure. I don't know. That'd be a cool place, though.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
it would be. That'd be worth the trip. Anything else, Rich, on that?
Now that's all I got, guys.
All right, let's kick it over to Dennis and see what kind of lost treasures they got. There's got to be some amazing.
All right. Yeah, thank you, Rich. That's a good segment. Let's see. We got a few. Man, there's quite a few lost treasures here that I got.
I think, yeah.
Of course, that's to be expected.
Lost.
Pirates galore.
And some of these names, my gosh, there's a bunch of names here I don't even know how to pronounce. So, in Bossier Parish, the Hubbard treasure, a catch of $90,000 in gold coins, is buried in the vicinity of Ivan, and that's all I got on that.
Well,
In Caddo Parish, the steamboat Monterey, carrying a cargo and $750,000 in gold bars, lies buried in the old dry bed of the Red River near Houston, Hosston, Houston.
Yeah. Yes.
So it says near it. So
near it. 750,000. That was then.
yeah, in Calciu, I can't pronounce parish. Everything's a parish. What is that? Is that like
A parish is going to be like a county or a township.
Okay.
Since they're on a bayou, like the town, you could drive down the bayou and it's like the towns never switch, but you've actually went to different parishes, different townships.
Okay. Jean Lafitte, the pirate, is said to have buried a catch of gold coins in the area of Starks, about 4 miles east of the Sabine River.
You say that name again?
Which one?
The first one.
The guy.
The Jean Lafitte.
That's Jean Lafitte.
Oh, I thought it was Jean Lafoot.
Well, unfortunately, I call it Jean.
I've actually heard of that name though.
Right.
The Dennis, it's Gene.
J is Jean.
Jean. It's French. Jean. Jean
I
Lafitte.
don't speak French. I speak English.
Oh, you got to read it right.
Yeah. Jean.
Jean Lafitte.
In Franklin County, a man named Evans buried his life savings in 2 half-gallon fruit jars filled with $10 and $20 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Somewhere on his farm about 3 miles east of Baskin around 1900.
Mm-hmm.
They have yet to be recovered.
Man, as much as the earth shifts, I don't know if a jar would have been the safest thing to put it in.
It's not gonna shift that much.
It'd still be there though, right? Just a big old
Yeah.
massy pile of
Yeah, it'd be a pile. It'd be a pile.
sweet 10 and 20
And,
coins. Dang.
Yeah, I know. That's a lot. In Grant County, various travelers attacked by early day Indians buried their valuables in the area of Lake Hull, much of which has never been recovered.
Wait, you said much has which? So what has been recovered?
Ancient Chinese secrets, Scott.
Yeah.
Probably they found everything but a coin.
Uh-huh.
That's just weird. I just wonder if they did find like some of it, but they've never found the rest of it. That's what it leads me to believe as he read it.
Sounds like they
Yeah.
found some of it.
Okay, in LaSalle, a catch of silver and gold coins is said to remain buried on an old plantation site about 8 miles due south of Little Creek.
Okay.
And that's all for that one. In Morehouse, the general area around Bastrop was settled in 1797. Many early day artifacts and relics can be found in this area.
Yeah.
Good
Gosh.
place to go to find artifacts.
And could you just 17? I mean, could you just find one coin? It said 1797. Holy cow.
Yeah, that would be wild.
Like, man.
In Natchitoches,
What?
Natchitoches Parish.
Massachusetts.
That's what it sounds like he's saying, man.
Yeah, it's Massachusetts, isn't it?
No, it's Natchitoches.
Yeah,
Massachusetts.
going down to
It's spelled
Natchitoches.
Nath or Natch
Nat
ITO
Ito
CHES.
Chish shish shish.
And Natchitoches.
Natchitoches.
Campty was destroyed during the Civil War, and many artifacts and relics can be recovered in the area. The residents buried their money and valuables during the war, much of which went unrecovered after the war ended.
Ah.
In Natchitoches.
And Natchitoches.
Natchitoches.
So they, like I said, that somebody's found pieces of it. They haven't found the big bulk of it.
Right.
You know, that could be because you ever had Louisiana, they have like a really deep southern accent. Have you ever actually seen and talked to some of them?
Well, I've talked to the Coonasses down there, I know, and they've got 8 accent, yeah, but
yeah, I don't know what that accent is.
Yeah, but it's a
More French.
yeah,
it's
and
kind
they
of
could have been saying when they named it Massachusetts, but it come out with that accent and it sounded like Massachusetts. I don't know.
Maybe.
We're gonna move on to Richland.
That was easy to pronounce.
Yeah, it is. One of the very few that's easy to pronounce. Outlaw Samuel Mason in the early 1800s buried a considerable quantity of loot and treasure near Delhi. To date, there has never been anything recovered.
Okay, now there hasn't been nothing recovered. Okay.
Absolutely.
It'd just be a story.
Dug deep. In Sabine Parish, Samuel Davenport, a wealthy settler who owned 50,000 acres of land in Texas and Louisiana, was one of several rich families who buried their fortunes during the Civil War troubles. After his death, only 5,000 of his wealth was found. One story claims that his treasure store is buried in as many as 15 separate caches spread over a wide area of both states on property once owned by Davenport.
15,000 acres.
That's a lot of land to cover.
50,000 acres.
Dude, that's bigger than most state parks.
50.
He must have been a rich individual back then.
You reckon?
Apparently.
Oh boy. In Tangapoa.
What's it called?
Tangapoa.
Tangapoa.
TANGIPAA.
Tonopah.
What is it, Scott?
Sounds like Tonopah.
Wasn't that your nickname in high school?
No. I might be wrong, but that's what it sounds like.
Anyway,
Tonopah.
in the 1880s and the 1890s, a gang of train robbers operated in Tangapaw and Livingston parishes. Further research could possibly lead to the location of their hideouts and perhaps treasure caches.
Oh, fancy. Tonopah.
If I'm right.
I accept Tonopah. It sounds sounds like it would be that. Tonopah.
Tangapoa?
Tangapoa.
Tangapoa?
We went from Tanapah to Tangapoa.
TANGIPAA.
On
AHOA. Oa.
Tanapa.
Tangapoa.
Never mind.
I like Tangapo.
Tanapa.
Okay, in Tensas Parish, or Tenas, or however you want to pronounce it, Tensas. Captain A.C. Watson buried $20,000 in gold coins on his Lakewood plantation near St. Joseph before entering the Civil War in 1861.
Mhm.
When he returned from the war, 15,000 of this was recovered, but one jar containing 5,000 could not be found.
Ooh, so they did recover some of it, though.
Some of it, not all of it.
It'd be so great to find some gold coins from back then, man.
Right? Just one.
Yeah, if I found them, I'd just only find one.
Just one. That's all I'd ever find.
I would only be able to find just one.
One.
Well, I mean, even if you did find the coins, you didn't find it in a Wells Fargo box. You didn't find it in a bank of something.
Well, if I did find the coins, I would only be able to find one coin.
Only found one.
Yep.
Find one a year.
There's only one there. Sorry, one.
All right, in West Carroll Parish, Jesse James Cole and Jim Younger lived and operated in the area of Floyd in the early 1860s. It's believed there is good reason to believe some of their outlaw loot remains cached there.
Now I bet, yeah.
Can you imagine going from Missouri to Louisiana on a freaking horse?
Horse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boys were hardcore.
They were.
Well, no wonder they had to steal stuff. Holy moly. Took it 9 months to get there.
Yeah. I mean, we can't stand to drive a 300 miles.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. And these guys get on a horse and do it. Like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
I mean, you got to think that's a big range because they got stories about him coming over here. And they got stories about going to Idaho. And then they just made one big giant circle.
Yeah. They're crazy.
Good Lord.
All right, let's move on to West Feliciana Parish.
When men were men and sheep were pretty.
Several caches of treasure are located on both banks of the Mississippi River across from the Angola Swamp.
Uh-huh.
This area is a site of Beanville's encampment, and there are legends that gold was buried there by the Tunicas.
Tunica. Ain't them Indians?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I'll buy that.
All right, and then we have what is it here? 9 more left that I got. I like to do,
Yeah.
Now, hopefully these aren't the same. This one here is Tim, I'll let you pronounce this heading right here.
Monsieur Richard of Shreveport, Louisiana.
Yeah. Monsieur Street. Yeah. You said it right. Monsieur.
It's got awesome.
And it's Shreveport.
I'll let Rich pronounce the next one. It says around, of course, you see right here. Pretty cool.
On a horse.
Turn of the 20th century, Monsieur Richarday was said to have buried his fortune in his garden, which was never fully recovered. He lived between the Cobar farm and the residence of riverboat captain Joseph. Anybody want to give that a shot?
Joseph Boisseau. Boisseau.
Yeah.
That's got to be French.
Yeah, looks like Boisseau.
All right.
Boisseau, I'm going to say. Joseph Boisseau.
Well, we're going to move on to the Limerick. Rich, you want to give that a...
It's on you.
I don't know.
Limerick. How hard is it to read that one?
Limerick Plantation. Or Limerick.
Yeah. Limerick or Limerick.
Right here, it actually shows a picture. It says another location, as you can see, near Monroe, LA, where treasure was supposed to be buried at the old Limerick plantation. And there it is right there.
Oh, I like what the picture.
Sure looks nice. Yeah, no doubt. Right.
Uh-huh.
Couple fishing ponds. Or actually, it might be crawfish ponds down there.
It may be.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce this name.
Oh, geez. Tanasaw?
I'd have to say Tanasaw.
You think Tanasaw too? You guys? Tanasaw.
Yeah.
Tanasaw. Well, it says
He's silent. Yeah.
the Tanasaw indigenous people to Louisiana supposedly buried their treasure when the Spanish invaded.
Yeah.
Their settlement was Bello Grande Gulf in Vicksburg on the west bank of the Mississippi River. That's all it said there.
Okay.
And I don't know if that right there is pretty much saying that that's where it's buried, like in that mound.
I don't think
in the mound.
picture where it's buried at. It's right there.
The mound marks the spot. Just grab a chip.
Everything's flat except for that mound right there.
That mound is kind of obviously out.
Yeah,
of
but you know that could be an old burial mound.
Take a shovel and let me know what you find.
That could be a burial mound. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, it's probably
Here's, what they call Old Camp Place.
Old camp place. Okay.
That looks like Scott right there.
It kind of does. What's he doing to that horse?
I'm not going to get into that.
Well, he's probably beating to eat it.
During the Civil War, Southern refugees reportedly buried their treasure at Old Camp Place, about 10 miles from Monroe, Louisiana.
Okay. Monroe.
And here's pretty cool. In Baskin, Louisiana.
All right.
A man named Evans was said to have buried his life savings in the 1900s in 2 half-gallon jars.
Ooh, those big jars. Half gallon. That's a lot of jar to fill with savings.
All right, Scott. This one's for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Rip Van Winkle.
Wait. Hold on. You got
Facebook.
You got a notification.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Gabriel Felsler.
De
La Claire.
Gabriel Fosler de la Claire.
De la Claire.
Go ahead and read it.
De la Claire was a French aristocrat who came to Louisiana in 1748. He built a plantation in the Grand Coteau area around the turn of the 19th century, and the grandson buried his 500,000 fortune where when the Civil War broke out. The home was burned in the war, but the fortune never recovered.
Ooh. You know, it was gold and silver.
Well, you think about it, 500,000. I don't know if it would be gold and silver, or would it be deeds to land, deeds to,
maybe, yeah.
Mineral rights to places.
Could have been, yeah.
You got to think about that. I mean, to bury something, you got to have it. Who's got a lot of gold and silver hanging around back then to bury it?
I don't know. It seemed like them rich guys that own plantations, right?
Right.
That's what it seemed like, anyway. Rip Van Winkle Gardens.
Yeah.
Hold on.
LeBeau.
That's Jean Lafitte again.
Another location where the pirate John Lafitte reportedly stored some of his treasure.
Yeah.
Treasure that would be hard to locate after the collapse of a salt mine in this area.
That treasure's gone forever.
Yeah, you ain't digging it back up.
It's gone forever. Dang.
And this one here, the LeBeau plantation.
The bow.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a bow. Oh, that's That John Lafitte was a busy character.
Yeah, this location unfortunately burned down due to stupidity recently, but rumored had it that the pirate John Lafitte used the old barn of the plantation to store treasure.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he was very popular in Louisiana.
And then the last one we have is
McLaren.
That McLaren or McLaurin? I don't know.
You could be saying might say McLaren.
I'm not sure on that one. Right?
also a hunting place in Richland Parish. There are rumors that a man named Bullen lived on the road to this farm and dumped his treasure in a well when he heard federal troops were approaching during the Civil War. Of course, they didn't ask, have you ever visited one of the spots found or anything?
So it's in the bottom of a well somewhere.
Yeah.
It's probably filled in by now.
And that is Lost Treasures in Louisiana. And I'm sure because of the craziness, there are some weird laws.
There's got to be. And don't forget, tonight's segment was brought to you by the letter 1. Right, Dennis?
That's right, baby.
Right. Now let's kick it over to Tim for some weird laws in Louisiana. Louisiana weird laws. Louisiana weird laws. So, all right, let's see what we got.
Now, I bet you most of these laws are going to come out of New Orleans.
Probably.
I could just bet on it.
It just says weird Louisiana for right now. Some of the bottom might be in some of them parishes, but we'll see. All right, first one, right at the top of the list. Fake wrestling matches are prohibited.
Wow.
Not all wrestling matches were fake.
So they got to shut down the WWE.
That
The state of go in Louisiana.
Maybe that's why they never show up down there.
I don't know if they do wrestling matches in Louisiana, do they? No, you got me.
Can you imagine a bunch of wrestlers getting arrested, walked out by cops like the old time bands used to get because they did something stupid on stage?
Yeah. It's like, nope.
Body slamming the cops.
Fake wrestling is prohibited. Spectators at a boxing match may not mock one of the contestants. I don't know.
Well, it is a good way for somebody to jump out of the ring and polecock you.
Yeah. Here's one that makes sense. One could possibly land in jail for 20 years upon urinating in the city's water supply.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, lock them up. Give them life.
Yeah.
Being in our drinking water.
Nasty.
Right? A law was passed with the specific intent of stating the punishment for stealing crawfish. Well, I don't even understand that one.
I don't either.
Well, I'll tell you what, they take stealing crawfish down there is
Big
like stealing cows up here.
Yeah, you probably get more trouble for that than peeing in the city water supply.
They don't smile on that crawfish thing at all.
Persons could land in jail for up to 10 years for stealing an alligator.
Stealing an alligator.
Yes.
Alligator.
Who in their right mind would want to steal an alligator?
I'm with
That's
you.
going to have to be a new one.
I am with you. It is a $500 fine to instruct a pizza delivery man to deliver a pizza to your friend without them knowing. I don't mind if they do that as long as they pay for it too.
Oh yeah, that's probably they never paid for it. That's probably what that's I got that.
$500 fine. Mercy. Dang.
That's probably what happened. Someone showed up with a pizza and said, "That'll be $18.99, please."
Dennis, I think that law went in, Dennis, because somebody probably ordered 40 pizzas for somebody.
It is illegal to rob a bank and then shoot at the bank teller with a water pistol.
Well, you know what? That's like New York. That's still, they call that armed robbery.
Oh, yeah. It don't matter, I guess. Right.
Yeah, it's a squirt gun. Sorry, it's armed robbery.
Yeah. That's different.
That's New York for you.
Yeah. Biting someone with your natural teeth is simple assault, while biting someone with your false teeth is aggravated assault.
What?
I don't get it.
I don't either.
Maybe because one doesn't come out. You can pull away and jerk the teeth out, but the other one you can't. So
So that one should be simple assault then.
whatever. But
It's aggravated assault, but it is illegal to gargle in public places.
that makes no sense, but okay.
Literally no sense. It is illegal to shoot lasers at police officers. Well, that makes sense.
Well,
Yeah, right. Like total sense. You
Yeah.
want to get shot at?
Yeah.
Put a laser. Point a laser.
Idiots.
Oh, we got people out here that get arrested because they point a laser up at the helicopter flying by.
Thing. Idiots.
I'm like, you're a dummy. They know where that laser goes. It's a straight line right back to you.
One may not dare another to go onto railroad tracks owned by another.
Oh, that's tricky.
That is tricky, ain't it?
Yeah, somebody's trying to kill you, but it's not me. It's my railroad. Oh, that's even funnier.
And there's another one about stealing an alligator, 10 years in jail. Rituals that involve the ingestion of blood, urine, or fecal matter are not allowed. Let's hope.
Oh yeah, they have a bunch of that voodoo crap.
Yeah, they
down there
do.
Where
They still have that
blood
going on.
and they drink it and
Yep.
all kinds of. That's a weird. I tell you what, there are some weird things that happen down there, and I imagine there's some really weird laws. There ain't no telling what's coming up.
I'm telling you. One could land in jail for up to a year for making a false promise. Wow. You're serious about that.
Now, wait a minute. Back in the day, wouldn't a promise been like if you wrote a check, that's a promise that you get the money,
It's almost like when you make a promise, it's almost like a contract agreeing to,
Yeah.
Right,
I promise I'll pay you for the car or buy the land or yeah.
right,
It
exactly.
used to be the same thing. It used to be good as gold, even if you went in front of a judge.
Sure.
You didn't have to have a written signature. You shook hands or made a promise. That was legal enough.
right.
Right.
Yep. Every time a person is seriously burned, he must report the injury to the fire marshal.
All right.
That's probably daily.
Getting into micromanaging now.
Yep.
Well, I think the fire marshal should know if I got burned in a fire, he should have been there to put it out.
That's right. Where were you at? It was on fire. Prisoners who hurt themselves could serve an additional 2 years in jail.
Hmm.
All right.
Well, suicide's illegal.
I reckon. All right. In Jefferson Parish, minors may not go into business with coin-operated foosball machines unless accompanied by an adult.
What?
It's the foosball.
That's got to be. There's something gambling in that one.
I'm sure it is, right?
Yeah,
It's
there's something gotta be.
coin-operated, probably. I honestly don't know. In Jefferson Parish, no one may pour a drink out on the ground at any drive-in movie.
What?
Why? At a drive-in.
That makes
You
no
might have
sense.
peed.
I don't know. It's in Jefferson Parish. And in Jefferson Parish, all garbage must be cooked before it can be fed to any hogs. So you got to cook your slop and give it to the hogs.
That's gonna smell prime time in the old kitchen.
Oh yeah. In New Orleans, don't try to do any kind of fancy bicycle riding in this town.
Hmm?
That's what it says. I'm just reading what it says. I don't know.
Like riding with no hands.
In New Orleans, horses may not be tied to a tree on a public highway. That makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
In New Orleans, one may not host a game of marbles at Lafayette Square unless he or she first obtains a written permit from the Parkway and Park Commission to have a game of marbles. I think they lost their marbles when they wrote that one. All right. In New Orleans, Chasing fish in a city park is against the law.
Okay, that's common knowledge.
Chase fish.
Yeah.
Okay. In New Orleans, Mardi Gras beads may not be thrown from a third-story window. Because that'd probably hurt. Right?
Well, they do get thrown though.
Oh, I'm sure they do. Yeah. In New Orleans, city commission members may not drink during a public meeting or risk a $50 fine. All right. That makes perfect sense. In New Orleans, it's illegal to practice voodoo in the city limits.
I know. Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, see, that makes sense. In New Orleans, snakes are not allowed within 200 yards of a Mardi Gras parade route. Interesting.
Just tells you how many people used to wear pythons around their neck for
yeah, right.
gators.
They're not allowed within 200 yards.
Yeah.
In New Orleans, no smoking signs shall be placed on all floats used during a parade.
Oh yeah. That stuff. A parade float is as flammable as a hay barn.
Yeah, ain't it like toilet paper?
It's mache. It will go up like a rocket.
Where's that dang fire marshal?
Woof.
In New Orleans, condoms may not be thrown from parade floats during Mardi Gras.
Oh my God.
Do you think that should be like totally legal?
That one should be.
Yeah.
It just makes sense. Yeah. In New Orleans, no one may throw a bottle of Coke at a parade float. You could throw a bottle of Mountain Dew, but don't throw no Coke. In New Orleans, television reporters may not throw candy to the crowd during a parade.
Right.
I don't see why not. In New Orleans, you may not tie an alligator to a fire hydrant.
I've heard that one before.
I've heard that somewhere else before, right?
Right.
In New Orleans, it is illegal for a woman to drive a car unless her husband is waving a flag in front of it.
Get out of the way.
What's he landing a plane?
Oh, that's priceless.
She's coming. She's coming.
Yeah, I know, right?
This way, little left, little left. What the heck? All right, now we're in Port Allen. We're out of New Orleans. No person may predict another's future. I thought
No story. Yeah.
Big time thing down there.
No fortune teller.
Right. I thought that's like everywhere. In Port Allen, only 2 people may picket on a sidewalk at a time, and they must stay at least 5 feet apart at all times. They must have the COVID.
No, that's 6 feet.
Oh, there's only 2 of them, so they give them a foot. In Sulphur, drive-through liquor stores are outlawed. I don't know. Here's another one in Sulphur, if you like that one. It is illegal to have sex with a cow.
What?
I just read them.
Oh my gosh.
That's
With a cow.
with a cow.
I think that's considered bestiality, and that's kind of illegal everywhere.
But they just have it where's the other animals? They just have it with the cow. If you're dating a horse, you're okay. In Sulphur, it is illegal to be an alcoholic.
Oh.
How they know that. And in Sulphur, saying obscene things on the telephone is illegal.
You know what? That's probably because remember they used to have the party lines.
I'd have to be,
Yeah.
but still, if you're on the party line, you're going to hear what they got to say, right?
Well, like I said, other people's probably listening in on you. You know, you always got those busybody Karens that want to hear what you got to say.
They need to suck it up and get off the party line.
Well, that's just I don't know what to tell you.
Right? And that is weird. Louisiana laws.
You're weird.
That's funny.
Crazy. Now, Rich, somebody asked in the chat room if you've done Maine yet. You did Maine, didn't you?
Yeah, I believe long time ago, but I can do it again.
Yeah, I thought you did. I'm trying to see who asked it. Somebody did. Somebody said, hey, Rich, did you do Maine yet? I don't see it now. But they did ask it.
Yeah, I can do it again.
Do Maine again. Why not?
About next week.
Whenever you want. Maine. I thought
Well, I know we've done it because Bob's from there.
Did we do Colorado?
Yeah.
Did we do?
Actually,
We do Mississippi?
I don't have the
No.
Lost Treasures highlighted for Maine. I don't think we did Maine.
I don't
'Cause
think
if I would have read Lost Treasures, I would have.
I thought we did Maine like after Brian was on.
I thought we did Maine too for some reason. Yeah. That's
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. We'll do it again.
All right, cool.
We'll do Maine next, then we'll do Mississippi, and then anybody else.
I don't think we've done New Jersey. I don't think we've done Mississippi. I don't think we've done.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing Maine for our main show on our mainline feed on YouTube because it's our main thing. Get it?
Did Arkansas, Arizona, Alaska, Alabama. Yeah, dang. There's only 49 states. Is that how many states we got?
Enough.
I believe last time I looked, there's 50 stars on that flag.
Oh, I thought it was 49. They must have added one.
Oh, what was me?
Really not 49, Scott?
No, there's 50.
Is Alaska the 50th state?
Do you think so or no?
I think so. I do
Sure.
think so. Am I right?
Are you?
I don't know. Is Alaska the 50th state?
You better Google that.
I don't want to Google it. Alaska or Hawaii is the 50th state?
I believe it's between the two.
It's definitely between the two.
But then you also got to remember that we had 1940, what was it, 1947, 1949? We had,
Alaska's the 49th state.
there you go.
Hawaii, the 50th.
So, okay, so I was close. I was right there. All right, good. Yeah, because I heard that they're trying to add 3 more states. Have you guys heard that?
Yeah,
Well, there's
Washington, D.C., Puerto Rico, and
District of Columbia.
that'd be Washington, D.C.
Oh.
Just 2. I thought they were going to add.
Oh, I
thought it was 2 as well.
I heard Puerto Rico is one.
Yeah, Puerto Rico and D.C.
Puerto Rico.
And Washington, D.C. is not already a state.
No.
It's Washington. Ain't Washington a state? But Washington, D.C. is not in Washington. It's in Maryland, right?
Washington, D.C. is close to the capital.
Right. Which is somewhere. It's in Maryland, ain't it? Is it in Maryland?
It's in Maryland. It's somewhere in that general vicinity.
It's on that corner over there.
I guess it'd be considered a city, maybe. I don't know.
Washington's way down there by the Seattle, Washington. And that's not the Washington where the White House is. That's over by Maryland.
Washington, D.C. is where the White House is.
Right. And that's over by Maryland, ain't it? By Virginia and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, like in between them.
Yeah, it's over there.
Man, I'll tell you what, I ain't that great at geography, but you guys, man, you make me look smart.
See, I know. I was close. I was right there in the ballpark. I could find it.
Washington, D.C. is considered a cultural center of the U.S. because of its many national historic landmarks. Museums and historic places such as the Capitol, White House. Washington, D.C. is the home to the National Mall, which is a large park within the city And it contains museums, of course, the Smithsonian National Museum, Natural History.
Mm-hmm.
Why is DC not considered a state? DC is not constitutionally permitted to be a state. The whole point of cutting off an area 10 miles square for the capital was so it would not reside within the boundaries of any state. It was originally supposed to be a neutral zone for the government to exist outside of the laws of any state.
Which makes total sense.
But now they want to make it a state so they can get more senators to vote for Democrats. So,
Right. It's weird. Why'd they call it Washington and it's not in Washington? Have you ever wondered that one? Right?
Maybe because George Washington.
Well,
Washington was named after George Washington, the first president of the United States.
okay. Okay. All right. Well, that I guess makes sense then. You know, they named it after him. You know,
Now you learned a little bit of history tonight.
I need it. I need to start taking some of that memory vitamins or something.
How many stars did the first flag have on it?
16.
13. God.
I was close again, Scott. I missed it by 3.
Well, you're throwing hand grenades. Everything's pretty good.
Right, exactly. That's the way I'm looking at it.
I'm not a history buff either. So.
I hit. It's still a hit. That's a score, Scott. I get a point for that. Gee,
Okay.
got any more for me?
No.
I can't think about it. I just got to wing that answer out there.
I guess so. Who did first flag?
Betsy Ross.
There you go.
Wow.
Give me some more. I'm full of knowledge.
Pretty good.
I am.
What color of thread did she use for the flag?
That would be red, white, and blue. Right or wrong?
Well, what other color? Is the stars outlined in
Gold.
black
Black. White.
or
What the heck? It's red, white, and blue, bro.
Right. Red, white, and blue. And the stars were outlined in red, I believe. Blue.
I got you thinking, didn't I?
Keep working on that, Tim.
Well, you guys got to think, it's been a lot of years since I was in school. I didn't pay much attention then either.
Yeah. Well, me neither.
I mean, come
I
on.
already know from the military. So.
Well, see, that's what's cool. Give me another one, Scott.
I don't have any
My
more.
brain is on fire. Call the fire marshal.
No, it ain't on fire. It's pretty smoldering and smoky right now.
Oh, mercy. That is just it. Where's that
Pretty
fire?
much it for tonight.
Yeah, that I think so. Mercy, mercy. Well, we want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Don't forget to join us Wednesday for West Coast Wednesday at 9:00 Eastern Standard Time. And if you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, come on, get over there and click subscribe and come and watch us every Wednesday and Sunday.
Remember, post those videos or those pictures so Scott can pick you for the person of the week.
Right. Did you have any this
You
week?
know what? I didn't have one for this week. I just didn't see. I mean, I didn't look on Gold Prospector Spay. I didn't get a chance tonight to do that.
Oh, you are slacking.
Well, I had somebody.
There was a bunch of people that posted stuff, you know.
Well, hang on. Okay.
You better go over there and highlight somebody.
Hang on. Let me just find out here.
And don't forget about Ed Justin.
Drake.
That's right. Why,
I was gonna
Scott,
say,
while Scott's looking, don't forget about Ed Justano and the Treasure Vixens every Tuesday night at 8:00 Eastern Standard Time over there on their YouTube Hangouts. So give Ed some of them historical questions like you gave me. Heck yeah.
What's going on here?
Fire them at them.
Why Gold has some.
So be sure and check them out. 8:00 Eastern Standard Time. Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
And don't forget to follow old Dennis and old Scott over there on the old Parlor channel. And what's the other one? Puddin'? What's
Rumble.
Puddin'.
Puddin'.
Called Rumble.
Rumble. Sure.
Rumble is the new YouTube.
Yep. Really cool.
So be sure and find them. And I don't know what's the names you're going under there.
Mine's just Scott Swift in the Goldfields.
In the Goldfields. And
Yeah, you can look that up, or me.
I just go by Dennis Dayton.
Dennis Dayton and In the Goldfields with Scott Swift or Tony.
Parlor is my new social media main app that I use. I'm still on Facebook, but Parlor's my number one, and Rumble is, when I put a video up, I get it on Rumble, then I put it on YouTube.
Nice. So be sure get over there and check them guys out and follow them or whatever they do over there on that site. Yeah, I ain't got to get over there yet myself, so I got to get over there and check it out and see what it's all about. I haven't done it yet. I'm bad. I ain't got time for nothing, seems like. But be sure to do that.
What do you got, Scott?
Find anything, Scotty boy?
Nah.
Ne'er do well.
I was going to say there's only one on the post or on my picture thing on the post. There's still only one picture. So I don't see anybody else's picture on that.
Basically on the site here, you got Why Gold posting pictures of jewelry that he found.
Oh, yeah.
Razor posting pictures of gold. You got Bob Drake did a new seller video.
Oh, yeah.
He got a new permission, so he did a video on seller.
Oh, old friend.
What in the world?
Secrets,
What is that?
no regrets. Well,
What was that?
I have no clue. You're right, Rich. There's a lot of stuff on there.
Well, I'm looking at the top photos and I'm trying to get to it. The website is like extremely slow for some reason.
I'm just looking at the main page in Gold Prospector Space, and that's where the information I found is.
Right.
Well, right now it says the top picture we got is almost at the bottom of iPan for gold, and it was added by Razor 13.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the top picture of the week.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what it says. So that's who I'm calling now. I can't believe it took that long to get it up, but I don't see, like on my thing where it says, post your pictures, there's still only one picture in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, on your actual post thing.
Yeah, you guys.
They're not posting them on there.
I thought you were just I thought you were doing.
I'm doing, like, you could put your picture in the post that I said post your picture, or if it's the top picture of the week, like Razor's got it now, that's what we're, yeah.
Okay. So
or if I see something that's got like a big wow factor,
Got it.
Okay.
So the biggest picture of the week is done by Razor, got the most likes, all that good stuff, yada, yada, yada.
Interesting.
So, and like I said, on mine, I still got Keith from NC. He's the only one that put it up there. So
in the post.
In the post. It's still on the forum page,
right?
Or forum slot. So
right, but yeah, no, like Rich said, Bob did a new video on a detecting video. Ray posted the gold. Why gold post? Excuse me, damn COVID. Some crap. Some metal detecting finds. So lots of good.
This is Dayton.
What?
What doing that?
What do you do? What do you do?
I can hear a commercial, something playing.
I don't hear me, dude.
Something about Wendy's. I thought it was Dennis.
What?
Yeah, there was a Wendy's commercial just started playing on my computer.
Oh, that's because you went to the main page and the player started playing. It must be the.
Yeah, don't blame that on me.
You've got a Wendy's commercial on your main player.
They put the commercials on. I don't.
Well, I was gonna say because I've never heard a commercial before.
That's Spreaker.
My Gold said, so are we supposed to post on Scott's post?
Well, you can, is what Scott's saying. I think you're better off if you post it on Scott's post.
So my gold teeth I found is not a wow factor.
Oh, see,
I haven't seen his gold teeth. He didn't post it in the right spot.
He
Not-
posted it on Gold Prospector Space where you're supposed to post stuff.
not
Look, folks, this is how it's going to be. Let me get the rules straight. Either post it to where I say post the picture,
okay.
or if you got the top picture of the week. That's it. I'm not going through thousands of pictures on GPS and going, okay, I don't have that time. I bind all day.
So post it in your post.
Yes, post it in the forum.
Post it in your post, under your post, in the comments.
Yes.
And you can post it on main page too. But
Oh, you should. Yes.
yeah. But post it in Scott's post. There you go. I'm sure why gold. If you found gold teeth, that is a wow factor. Without
That would probably be pretty good. That would be a pretty good wow factor.
that is a wow.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
that definitely be a wow factor.
big
Yeah.
thumbs up on that one. Yeah.
But like I said, I haven't seen that post.
Scott didn't see it. So post it in his thread because that's a wow factor.
Yeah.
And I'm sure next Sunday, that'll be the one that gets it. Dennis, you want a little bit of Pepsi there?
Well, I'm going back and forth between my Pepsi
Jesus, God, no wonder
and my
you
lemonade.
Ugh.
Why mixing two?
I don't know. You ever just where you get a hankering for, you get a thirst for something? Well,
Gotta
mine,
get primed up and ready to go to work.
yeah, lemonade. I'm trying to, because I go in here like in 3 hours, less than 3 hours, I got to be to work. So, I got to start waiting. This is my coffee. This is my coffee. But I've been drinking on this 2 liter now for 2 days. So
God, I can't drink that much pop.
I don't even want
I-
to.
There ain't no way.
It usually ends up going flat before I even finish it.
We go flat in that thing. 2 liter bottle. Quid pro quo, Dennis Dayton.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I hope everybody liked the segment on Louisiana and all the different hats. If you didn't notice all the different hats.
You did have quite a variety of hats tonight. Huh?
Oh, you did too, Tim. Some of which I tried to contain myself, and I had to mute the video because I was laughing too hard.
It was Change That Hat Sunday is what we call that.
I've only got about 30 hats.
I still got a bunch over there I didn't get to. I'll save them for the next
Okay.
Change Your Hat Sunday show. maybe we get Scott and Rich involved in the next change.
And just so everybody knows, I've got a hat that I wore for a couple of years, and it's against my religion and not just against my religion. And it was the Minnesota Vikings hat. And the only time that I was wearing a Minnesota Vikings hat and a Minnesota Vikings jersey is when the number 4 Brett Favre went and played for Minnesota for 2 years. Even though I'm a Packers fan, a diehard Packers fan, I've got my Green Bay Packer. I got my Green Bay Packer Taz, born and raised in Wisconsin. I was also a Brett Favre fan. So
Dang.
Foosballs for the devil.
It is. I actually had a Jets hat and jersey of Favre when he went to the Jets for 1 year, and then he went 2 years to the Vikings. And yes, I did wear Vikings apparel, only Brett Favre apparel with the hat to match for 2 years. And when he retired, that stuff got put in the back of the closet. So
It's where it belongs. It's the foosball, Bobby.
except for when we had the crazy hat, I brought it out and threw it
Yeah.
on.
It's the devil, Dennis.
It's a devil.
It's the devil. And on one other serious note, remember when we had the raffle like last month?
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
People put up prizes and stuff. Well, one person chose not to send out a prize, and then they left the site. So they, which was a pretty low move.
Well, who is this donkey? Let's just name him out.
I don't want to say the name, even though I should. It wasn't cool. It's like that was kind of I'm gonna say it was a dick move. You don't do that. And so we made it right with the person that won the prize. So
That's good.
I'll be shipping that out to them tomorrow. but it's just the point. It's that, what are you trying to prove by doing something like that? It's just not cool.
No, it's
You know,
not.
don't do that. Put up something, say, hey, I'm going to do this. And then after it's said and done, you just don't send it out and then you leave the site. It's like, okay, we
Yeah,
got
they
it.
left so we couldn't contact them.
Right. Bingo. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Uh-huh. So, just pretty messed up is what it is.
don't be that person.
Right. Well, I don't think nobody else would. It's just,
I gotta say, going forward, don't be that person, or we're gonna call you out.
yeah, bingo. Yeah. So it was just
Bad
this
move.
was a bad move, but we made it right. So just because we're not going to let something like that go. We're not going to say, hey, tough crap. That guy didn't send it to you. You're not.
Yeah, we can't say that.
No, that's never going to happen here. So it's been taken care of, and it's just something I had to say. So, all right. So on that note, we'll just go ahead and we will wrap it up. And don't forget to join us Wednesday. And I think we are
Wednesday at what time?
9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
There, right. There you go.
Out of here.
All right. Good night.
Good night, gold diggers.
Good night.
Sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.
Have sex with a cow, Scott.